Shortest path visiting all nodes. You have to find a basically path in the graph that visit every node, and the length should be smallest. So, is it greedy, is it DP, or is it what? So, you have been given a directed graph of n nodes. Okay, you have been just given a graph like 0 goes to 1 to 3, and yeah, that's it. It's a undirected graph. Yep. And so 1 goes to 0, 2 goes to 0, 3 goes to 0. Yep. Return the length of the shortest path that visit every node. How? How can you do? One greedy thing can be I will start from the node which having the least degree. But that would not always work. Hmm. So yep, that's not a greedy. So you have to basically try all the possible paths. So then we can apply something like, okay, have you seen this path? Yep. So what we do, we use basically we need to find out what is the state for this BB. State is the current node which you are standing and all the nodes that you have taken previously. So if you're standing at CR and you're standing on second node and previously you have taken 1, 3 and 5th node. So it looks like this is 1. Okay, let's put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Let's put it that way. 0 to 5 nodes. You have taken 1, 3, 5. Now you're thinking to take 2. After that, this will become something like, okay, you will reach to the state and one of the neighbors of 2. Okay, this would be neighbor. And that's how you move, right? So initially, you can start at any node. When you start at node 1, you say, okay, I just took 1. Usually it was this. Now it is this. Similarly, for 0 as well. Final thing is this. Initially, everyone was 0. So I can put it there, I think. Yeah. So similar 2, 3, 4 would be there. Then you got starting point. Pick any starting point. So do a BFS or DFS. Just go from every starting point. It's better if DFS because I have pushed all this into my queue. Now the next neighbors will be into the queue, and obviously I want looking for the shortest path. BFS helps. BFS helps as soon as I see all become 1. Okay, that's a point where I stop. Okay, I got one of the way where all become 1. I don't need to look out for any other thing. Yep, that's the fastest way I got when all become 1. So that's what when I stop. So initially this is the first step. This first step can look like this. First step can look like this. First step can look like this, or in, in the case that, yeah, this. Okay, and this is the last thing. Okay, yeah. So how do you reach the last thing as soon as possible? So you start at any of this. What it means to start at this, like I started 2. How does it help is that I get access to the neighbors of 2 in the second move. In this I get access to the neighbors of 1. Okay, so which is better I don't know now, but as we'll move and we'll reach to one of these configuration, we will know, right? Then so let's move to the one of the neighbors of 2, whatever ng, and I'll make that also 1. Say ng was equal to 2, neighbor was equal to 3. So after that it will become, yeah. Now yeah, that's what we need to do. So that's what I've done over here. If you want, I can do it again just to make sure that everything is synchronized. G dot size. What do we need it? Basically what we need is the visited thing. visited thing. Before that, we need a queue thing. Okay, I think I have not talked about visited thing, but that's what we are doing. We are starting from one of the configuration, another bit mask, and then putting some new configuration, so on. So at a particular point, let's say I started off one, at some particular point, now I'm seeing four, and even after I have seen four, I've made something like this configuration. So I got my 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, four nodes are there. So now after this is the scenario. I've seen like 1, 3, 4. Obviously, if I started from one, in between three was there, but okay, it's just as one thing. But let's say if three and zero was there, so the configuration began like this. Now you don't really know whether it was 3 0 or it was 0 3. You just know this configuration. Okay, I'm standing on four. I've taken all these. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 4, 3. I've just taken four, right? So yeah, so this is the configuration, and that depends on like, it does not matter like whether you have taken 1 0 3 or 1 3 0 4. Yeah, this is the configuration, and if I've taken this, if I've already seen this configuration, I'll not push it again, obviously. Yeah, so that is one thing. That's why we need visited. Yeah, each configuration we deal with each configuration once only. That's kind of a DP. Like, yeah, if you have already seen this configuration, don't do this work, same work for again. Like, yeah, so that's what we do with visited. Obviously, why do we keep visited? We have already seen this configuration, we have already seen this node, so better not go again from there. But what is the scenario is that, okay, you have seen this node from this perspective. Okay, you have already seen the four from the perspective that, okay, this perspective, like this is 0 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, you just marked 4, and previously you have marked like 0 and 3. There is another perspective which is like this. You are seeing 4, but you have already only seen 3, or maybe you have just only seen 1. Yeah, this is another perspective of looking at the 4. Both ways are very different, right? The only thing common is that, okay, you are looking at 4 currently, but what you have looked previously, that also matters. So this goes from 1n and q of just integer. Let me push it as let me put it as vector of integer q care q dot pushback I comma 1. I have seen this through this, and this is for each I. And now after this, you also say visited is equal to visited of I on this 1 equal to 1. Now, yeah, that's it. So visited has to be before that. And now you got your while q the basic multi-source BFS. You got your auto f is equal to q dot front and q dot. Now, if you have already took in nx, let me quickly get to the nx is equal to f of 1, or with okay, for auto in g of this is the new neighbor. Okay, if you have already seen this, if it is visited, if not visited, ng with f of 1, what I will do, I will calculate this nx. I'll q dot push ng with nx. I'll visit ng with nx, I think it has to be like this because yeah, we make this like visited. Okay. Hmm. And at any point, if my nx becomes 1 minus 1, you return your steps plus 1. Okay. And st plus plus over here. I don't know, man, like st. So it will always return from that line only, this line only. Okay. So yeah, looks fine. So you have initially pushed this configuration and then you are moving to neighbors, and then you're seeing if you have seen this neighbor through this configuration. If not, then only you take this neighbor and you make it visited, this configuration visited, and yeah, that's how you proceed. And as soon as you get all ones, you return your st plus 1, which is your number of steps that you have taken. So yeah, it should be fine. Okay. Okay, for this expected is 0, yeah. Hmm. Okay, if n is 0, then you can return 0 directly. Yeah. Again. So there are literally no nodes. Yeah, so I think in better return 0 at the last. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, as you can look, it's pretty much fine, and that's what you need to do. You need to have this main logic like visited, what to keep in visited, and yeah, first thing is that you have to go for kind of all paths, and this is the pruning your search, that if you have seen already this node through this like through this set of nodes yeah taken up, then they're not too good to go. Like yeah, this is the visited, how you yeah not prevent the time limit exceeded, otherwise it will be just looping around and around. So that's the state, I would say, that the state that you have to care about. All previous node, not only previous node, all previous node taken, all previously taken node. It don't matter like the order which you have taken, it just matter that okay, these are the nodes that you have taken previously. Okay, guys, that's all.